Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to review one of my favorite items ever, which is my DeLonghi espresso coffee machine. The model name for this machine is DeLonghi ECP3420. You'll find a link to this machine in the description. This is my third coffee machine and definitely the best I've had so far. I've had this machine for 6 months now, so I've really put the machine to the test. Today I'm going to show you why I love this machine so much. I'm going to show you everything there is to know about this machine, how it works, how much it costs, how much coffee to put in it, how to prepare the coffee for the best possible cup. I'll even show you a few special tricks to make the most delicious coffee for you and anyone who might drop by for a cup. I'm also going to show you what coffee grinder I found works the best. I've tried a few different coffee bean grinders and I have found a great inexpensive one. I'll also show you how to maintain the espresso machine so it will last forever and keep making you the best tasting coffee. And finally, I'm going to reveal the best coffee brand for this machine. A coffee that has the nicest aroma, best flavor, and most delicious aftertaste. So be sure to watch till the end of the video for my big reveal. If you're trying to find the best inexpensive coffee machine, and if you want to know every detail about the best one for flavor, easy use, and best machine to purchase for your pocket, this video should tell you all you need to know. So, let's get started. First of all, this is what the machine looks like. As you can see, it has a very clean look. There are 2 colors you can get this machine in. One is all silver and the other is black and silver. I bought this one simply to go with the other appliances in my kitchen, but the all silver model is also very attractive. The machine has large flat surfaces for easy cleaning. I'll talk about maintaining the machine later in this video. The water tank is accessed from the top. Just open this little lid and pour in the water there. The tank holds 1 liter of water, so enough for about 4 250 milliliter espresso shots. You'll notice these grooves in the lid. These are to hold your spare filter baskets. I love the simple power and function dial on this machine. Many other machines have separate power buttons and a separate button for all features, which can take a little getting used to. The tray is actually removable. This is not just for cleaning, it is also designed this way so that you can simply pull the tray out when you want to use a taller cup. For me, I always use an espresso shot cup so I don't need to slide the tray out. This is the sump where you place the portafilter. The machine comes with a single espresso shot portafilter and a double. I like my coffee strong, so I've never used the single. But if you don't like it too strong, you can either use the single or run more water through your double in a taller cup. Getting the machine ready is easy. Just fill the tank. I prefer to use filtered water or bottled water, but tap water is fine if it has no smell of fluoride and you drink that usually. Once the tank is full, turn the dial to on. This machine heats up extremely quickly. Usually it's even ready before you have the coffee in the portafilter. So if you want to grab a coffee quickly before you head out the door, this is a really great machine. Obviously, you can either buy coffee already ground, and in that case, you can just put the ground coffee straight in the machine without any bother. But you will get a much better flavor if you grind it yourself. I'll talk about grinding your coffee and which grinder is best later in this video. 12 grams of coffee is perfect for the double portafilter. The machine comes with this great measuring spoon / coffee scoop and tamper. Use it to push the coffee down like this. The reason it is important to press the coffee is to give the coffee machine a clean seal so it can exert the right pressure to get the water through the coffee. When pushing down, you don't have to push down hard. Just push enough to give a fairly flat surface to the coffee. Some people like to give the tamper a twist to achieve this. I find it's easier to wipe the coffee powder on the outside of the portafilter as you hold the tamper down. Now you put the sump in place with a simple twist. With 12 grams of coffee, you should be able to twist it into place without any resistance. If you put more coffee in, it may be a little harder to twist the sump into place. I've done this a few times when I freestyle the amount of coffee I put in on the occasions I want a really strong cup. So what cup is best? This seems like something that is not so important, but I find that, like with other drinks like tea, and of course wine, the right glass or cup can really add to the pleasure of the experience. I always find that the right coffee cup can actually make the coffee taste better. I love these handmade ceramic cups that I bought in Tokyo, but sometimes I'm in the mood for a glass cup, so I can see the lovely crema this machine produces. This design of the portafilter and sump with this machine produces a lovely thick crema, which makes the coffee taste and look all that much nicer. Some machines don't achieve this, but this model really produces an espresso that will look and taste like one you'd have in a professional cafe. So now we have the coffee and cup in place. We simply turn the dial to the right to the coffee icon. But how long should we run it? Obviously, the weaker you want the coffee, the more water you should add. But according to DeLonghi, you should run it for about 20 to 25 seconds for the perfect espresso. And I feel this is about right. You can time it, or you can also just watch the stream and stop the machine as soon as the stream starts to look too pale. As you can see, the machine creates a beautiful fluffy crema of about 1 centimeter. And yes, this is without milk. Personally, I like my coffee black, so I rarely use the steamer, but it's super easy to use. With the machine set to on, just turn the dial on the side of the machine to direct the hot water to the steaming wand. Dip the wand in your milk and froth it up like this. Whether you add the steam milk to the top of the coffee or before you put the coffee in is a matter of how integrated you want the milk to be. If you want it fairly mixed through, then add the coffee after the milk. The maker recommends that you clean the filter basket every 200 coffees or every 3 months. But I prefer to give it all a wipe after each coffee, as it literally only takes about 30 seconds to do. And then you know there isn't going to be any residue left in the machine when you make your next cup. To do this, simply remove the portafilter, also called the filter basket, and also the filter itself. While wet, removing the filter can be a little slippery, so use a dish towel to grab the filter by the black tab. Leave the filter and portafilter in a bowl of water. While it's soaking, place a bowl or cup under the machine and run it. Then wipe the coffee spout with a sponge or dish towel, wiping out the sump groove. If you wipe the top of the portafilter when you use the tamper, there is usually no residue in the groove though. Finally, rinse the filter and portafilter and leave them to dry. The water tank should be cleaned out fairly regularly too. I clean mine at least once a month. You can wash it like you do dishes with water and detergent. Needless to say, don't use any cleaning product that will permeate the plastic. Here are my tips for grinding your coffee. First, you want a grinder that will grind your coffee very fine. The finer the coffee is ground, the more flavor the machine can get from the coffee. The coarser it is ground, the more water washes through the grinds and the less flavor in your cup. This is my third grinder and the best I've used. It has a dial on the side to adjust the grind, which I always leave at fine. Fill the top with the amount of coffee you need and run it. Easy. The powder is caught in the large compartment here, which makes for easy decanting to the portafilter with the scoop. You can just run the catchment drawer under the tap to clean it. I've posted a link in the description for the grinder also. So, what is the best coffee for this machine in my opinion? Here it is, Crema by Grinders Coffee Roasters. The beans are 100% Arabica beans, and the coffee these beans make is so lovely and creamy, and it has a really pleasant aftertaste. Some coffees can leave a bitter taste in your mouth and coffee breath to match, but Grinders Crema leaves a really lovely flavor in your mouth, and no horrible coffee breath. I've tried probably over 50 different brands of ground coffee, coffee pods, and coffee beans, and this is by far the best coffee I have ever tasted. And it is not expensive at all. Of course, like any food or drink, coffee flavor can be subjective, but friends I have made coffee for from these beans have all rushed out to buy some, and I think that says a lot. I've left a link in the description where you can find these beans. Well, that's my review of the DeLonghi ECP3420 espresso machine. But what about the cost? I paid about $150 for the machine. Currently, the price can range from $130 to $210. I've left links to the product in the description to the cheapest options. I hope you enjoyed this video and now feel you know everything you need to know about this amazing espresso machine. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel to see more candid product reviews. See you all in my next product review.